All right, so welcome everybody. My name is Paula deMontigny. I'm with Wellesley Manor Wellness and spiritsconnections.com here in Nanaimo. A little bit about myself. I am a spirit communicator, also known as a spirit talker. I'm Cree Métis, French and Cree on my birth father's side, Cree and English on my birth mother's side. And I feel that I bring together, and Spirit has told me I bring together both aspects of that in my work and in my life. So I am the healing bond between the European ancestors and the Native American ancestors. And I really feel that, and I bring that to my work. What I do is I do a lot of spirit communication with people, so speaking to your relatives who are gone into spirit and who have passed. I also speak with animals. I also do healing. So what I am doing a lot of now, and what you're here to hear about, is psychic surgery. Anybody know about psychic surgery? No. Great. Then I can tell you. So psychic surgery has a long history. It goes back thousands of years back to the Egyptian times even, where people use energy from the gods or from the universe or the cosmos or whatever they want to call it, and they would infuse that into another being, or intend, I like to say, and into another person when they needed healing. And a lot of it can be hands-on or hands-off. Sometimes my hands will vibrate when I'm calling in the spirit workers, and I'll put them on somebody, and other times they just want me to sit back and let them do the work. So it's really great because with the psychic surgery, it's no longer the way it used to be. It used to be, and I think some places in Indonesia they still do, where they're pulling from your body and they're using the whole, some people say fake, some people say real, depends on the practitioner. They will pull guts from the person, they'll pull energetic, real bonds out of the person's body. But now that's changed so much because now it's all energetic. And I know one actually man, a psychic surgeon in Indonesia that still pulls physical stuff out of the body, but for the most part, people are just doing energetically. So working with spirit. And how it works is I'm a trance communicator, so I sit in a deep state of trance meditation. I call in the psychic surgeons. I work currently with, I'm aware of 5 at the moment. So I call them in, and then they work with the person that's in front of me, the client, whomever it is. And it's not, like I said, it's not a physical thing where you're gonna see me pulling blood and guts and stuff out of you. You're actually just gonna feel totally relaxed. Some people feel things going on in their body, like somebody's touching them when nobody's touching them. Sometimes they feel somebody is actually got their hand inside of them and are moving things around. People who are intuitive have seen them sitting beside the table or beside the bed. They've seen them with a clipboard, taking doing a body scan, seeing what their ailments are, right? And then they'll go in and do the work. So for me, like psychic surgeons all work different, and for me, with mine come in, I have 2 surgeons. I have a shaman, I have an Ayurvedic doctor, and I have angelic realm healer. So when they all come in, they do different things. So they all work differently with the person that is there on the table. And you'll have to look at, I'll post some links with some testimonials on the website, and you can take a look at spiritsconnections.com. But really, it's really about intention setting, and it's about belief. I mean, if you know anything about belief, like Bruce Lipton's The Biology of Belief, they talk about the mind. The mind is everything that we need to heal, to be honest. If everybody could remove themselves and their barriers from being well and not being well, we could all heal ourselves. This is really the magic that we want everyone to know about, right? It's like, I want people to know they can heal themselves. If you come to someone like me to get extra help, bonus, right? But you don't have to. And I also read this it was Wallace Wattles. He did the Science of Being Rich, but he also did one called The Science of Being Well. And in it, he talks about that, how our belief systems cut us off from our natural well-being. How naturally when we come into this earth, we are made to be well. We are meant to be healthy. We are meant to be prosperous. We are meant to be abundant. And then through the belief systems that we learn, which is based on a lot of trauma, And they're based on systems that we've learned from our parents, they've learned from their parents, they've learned from their parents, and on and on. So when we're working with trauma from ancestral lines and ancestral links a lot of the time. So we're focusing on that, and the surgeons and the healers and the physicians that we work with go to a very deep cellular level. So a lot of time if they're having a session, I mean, if you picture a session, they'll either sit in a chair or they'll lie on the table, and they'll feel the beings come in, they'll feel a coldness come into the room, they'll feel things, hands on their body, they'll feel different things going on. They may get visions, they may get sounds, they may smell something. I smell ether sometimes when they come in. A friend of mine who I've been working on had breast cancer, and I've been treating her over the past several months, and there's a few times where I've smelled ether come into the room when we've been working. And it trips me out still. Sometimes I get, a little excited because I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Because it's really, it's magic. It's magical, right? Just to know that you're being intended to be well. You have a team surrounding you that wants you to be well. A lot of the time your ancestors will come in and speak to me or to you, and they will help release the trauma, release the bonds, release the pain, release the suffering, whatever it is you're holding on to, they help to release that. So at the end of a session, after we've done either hands-on or hands-off healing, you usually feel, there's a couple different things. A lot of people feel a little tired. They feel a little like, okay, I feel lighter. I feel like everything's kind of rolled off my body, and I can relax and release and allow the healing to happen. But then they also feel like they need to sleep, which I say is showing that it's working, right? The healing is working. So I often say, go home and rest, and don't do anything too, energetic for the day. Like, don't go on a big hike after you go for a psychic healing, because you're just not gonna want to have the energy to do that. But the other cool thing is, sometimes people feel energized, and sometimes that's what they do. Sometimes they'll come in. I have one client who needs energy. He always feels lethargic, and he'll come in and they'll boost him, and I'll see them give him an energy boost. Like, they'll put an energy boost from spirit through the top of his head and from Mother Earth Gaia through the bottom of his feet, and they'll kind of connect in the middle to an energy core and center in the solar plexus, and he'll get a boost of energy. So when he leaves, he's actually very energized, and he wants to go out for a walk and go do his list. And so it can react to different ways for different people. But it's all about belief. I'll go back to that because I think that's super important. And it's the same with any healing modality. Like, if you are dealing with any kind of a allopathic type of disease that can be treated in that way, you have to decide, am I gonna go get surgery? Am I gonna take the radiation? Am I going to take the pills? Am I gonna do what everyone's saying I need to do? You have to look at yourself. You have to look at your belief system and say, do I believe that'll work for me? Because if you don't believe it, it's not going to work, period. If you believe it, it will, right? Same with Reiki. I mean, I'm a Reiki master, I've taken Reiki, and some clients have seen, you see come in when they're on the table, and it's quite powerful, but they have to believe that. There's other people that feel nothing when they come in. They're just like, oh, that was nice and relaxing, and that's fine too, right? It depends what you are looking for. If you're looking for a release, if you're looking for a restart, if you're looking to release and reduce and bring up the trauma and let it go, they can help you with that. And I say they because I work as a conduit for healing. I let the psychic surgeons come in and they do the work. So, and again, it's not sensational, right? And there's a lot of us in the world doing this work, and a lot of people don't call themselves that because of the stigma. And the stigma being from the faith healers who have given it a bad name because they've used fake guts and stuff from other animals. And then people like John of God, though bless him, John of God was hugely and well known all over the world as a psychic surgeon and a healer. And he abused his power, which is really unfortunate because he had a gift. And he just took it to another level that he shouldn't have. So then we get this bad name, bad rap. for psychic healing. And this is why I want to talk about this today, because I'm thinking it's nothing bad about it. It's all good. It's all intending to be helpful. It's all intending to release pain, trauma, suffering. So, and it's quite easily done. I'm actually going to, with people's permission, I don't know if anyone, if you don't want a healing, so I'm going to give a little healing, just either leave or set your intention that you don't want to be touched, right? Because I will sit and I'll bring the healers in, and they will touch you and you'll feel things, right? And then we could discuss it a little bit afterwards. But I'm just gonna do like a quick 5-minute healing. So everybody can just sit, relax, feet on the floor. Gonna take a deep breath. All right, I'm gonna stand for this. I think I'm okay for that. So I'll go into a deep state, but I'll walk you through. So you are going to sit and relax, feet on the floor. Take a deep breath in and release, deep breath out. And another deep breath in, deep breath out. And just think about that, what you would like to release. Is there something that comes up? Is there a part of your body that you're feeling the pain in? Go to that place. You're feeling pain in your neck. Go to that place and just ask Spirit, how can I release this? What is this? And just sit with that and just relax. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments. They may come to you. If I am in the trance state and the psychic surgeons want to speak with you, they will ask. Okay, they will call out if somebody has this, they might call it a syndrome, they might call it a pain in your body, and you can answer or not, but they will work on you. They'll just ask for permission, you can say it in your mind or you can nod, and they will do the work, okay? All right, so just relax and allow, and we are going to bring them in, just allowing the psychic surgeons, physicians, and healers to come in and surround you. You may feel coolness around your body. You may feel a bit light. You may feel hands touch you. If you do, don't be worried, don't be concerned. It's all with love and light for the highest good of every being, okay? So just breathe there for a few minutes. I'm inviting them in. You may see me, if you open your eyes, look a little different. As they come in, sometimes they'll change my facial features, they'll change my voice, they'll move my head, they'll move my hands. Don't be concerned, it's all good, okay? All right. They're making me aware of tickle in the throat. Obviously, we've heard coughing. They are making me aware of aggravation in this area. They're finding the phlegm. They're finding the irritation. They're asking if they may work on this. If it's silent, yes is fine, or nod your head. Now making me aware of an bowels, feeling in the lower abdomen some distension, some dis-ease and discourse. They are saying that it's emotionally related, however, also food allergies. Food allergies, which they can help ease, however, they request and they give advice to reduce dairy, reduce nuts, reduce fatty products in your diet. You know who you are, they're speaking to you. Simply take this advice and use it or not. They will work on your bowel system. Now, you may feel slight tugging, feeling of it pushing downwards, hands moving things through your bowel system. It's gentle, light, and non-evasive. Feeling tightness in top of the shoulders. They are sensing, especially on the right hand side, neck and shoulder issues. A bit of tension, stress, possible pull muscle. They're working on this, putting their energetic hands on your body and working away tension. Just accept, allow, and receive. Feeling of Father coming in, associated with feeling of system disturbance, of misalignment of chakras, Father in spirit coming in to assist. Father says, for those of you in the audience, we know who you are, we will not point you out, that they love and miss you very much, and very proud of you. To continue your healing, they suggest you are on the right track. You have found that which will aid you in your movement forward in the healing process, and they will be with you the entire way through. The healers are giving a general well-being boost to those of you in the audience watching now in this room and in future through the video. They are giving sense of ease, sense of well-being, sense of lightness, letting you know that we are not alone. You are never alone. You only need to ask, and the help that you desire will be there. That which you need will always be there. You simply must ask. Ask and you shall receive has been given to us for a good reason. We are more powerful than you think. You are more powerful than you think. Ask. Feel the ease of having that which you have asked for. Feel the ease of being abundant, of being whole, of being well. allow healing, abundance, and love to flow to you as it is your birthright. And feel the love. I'm thanking our spirit team, our spirit helpers for being here with us today, for bringing in the healing, the love, the support, to reminding us of exactly who we are. Everyone take a deep breath in, deep breath out to release, knowing that it is done. I will now open up to questions. We have a few minutes left. Oh, look at that, timing's pretty good. So anyone have questions for me, either about the psychic surgeons, the healing, or spirit communication, mediumship? Yes, hi.
Do most people come to you just one time, or is there, depends?
That's a good question. It really depends on what the person is going through. I have had people just come once, but I've also had those that are dealing with something chronic, like my client who had to get a pacemaker. She's come several times, looking before she got the pacemaker to help give her lift and strength and stamina to go and get it. She's 82. And then she came afterwards to help with the integration. And she's done a 180. When I would go to the hospital and see her actually, and give her sessions in the hospital, because she had lost a bit of faith. And she was saying, I don't care anymore. And so I would go and bring them in to boost her up and to let her know that she would be okay. And now she's doing great. She's back walking with her walking group, and she's doing really, really well. And I'm so pleased. Like, she's allowed and decided to be well and allowed the healing to come in. Yeah, so it really depends on each person. Thank you for your question.
Is this only in person, or can you do it distantly, or?
Can do distant as well, yes.
Does it have to be via Zoom, or
I
do you have to connect like a voice or anything, or?
Well, actually, I've done this mainly with animals, is I can do it from a photo. So I can do the healing or go into the healing with, it's because it's all intention, it's all energy. We're all part of energy, right? And energy can never be destroyed, right? It flows into our life, it'll flow out into the next life or wherever you think we're going. We don't know yet, right? Until we're there. But it's like it's continuous. And so if you can tap into that energy, you can tap into somebody's energy field, you can send healing anywhere. It's the same with Reiki, right? You can send the energy, and the psychic surgeons work the same way. And some people will say no. I do know a couple of pure psychic surgeons in the UK that claim you can only do it in person, but I know from experience you can do it online, you can do it, distance. I have clients in Europe as well as Australia and throughout Canada and the US, and I just intend and I send it to them, and they'll let me know how they're feeling. And it's really a miracle. I think this is something that we all need to learn to tap into, is the availability of healing that is there for us, right? Because it's so powerful. We're powerful. Yeah, thanks for your question. Yes?
How do people find you? Are you on social media?
Yes. Actually, I am on spiritsconnections.com. My name is Paula deMontigny, and you can find me on there. I have also a YouTube channel called BeyondTV.com on YouTube, and on there you'll find everything about psychic surgery, spirit energy healing, spirit communications. Then I may be offering courses soon too, I haven't decided yet, but on animal communication, because that's also a big part of it, animal communication and healing. Yeah, thank you for your question. Yeah, or you can email. It's spirits with an S, connections with an S, @gmail.com. Okay. Thank you all for being here. It's been wonderful. I hope that you felt something with the healing. You can come speak to me at my booth afterwards and we can chat if you have any further questions or comments or feedback. All right, thank you.